Hey, 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 it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hey, y'all. So, I know y'all have been seeing Kanye on your TV screens or social media or whatever, but I don't know what's going on with him, but he's spiraling. And in the midst of spiraling, he has have yet another lawsuit filed against him, this time by a Jane Doe who is suing due to discrimination, harassment, and retaliation because of her Jewish background and her being a female. If you have been with me from the beginning, I have covered, I think, about two to three lawsuits against Kanye, and people wasn't really tuning into him. But if you are interested, I do have a playlist with those lawsuits that are included. But um ever since I've read those lawsuits, it's been kind of weird, because I don't view Kanye the same way as I did, from the college dropout record. His antics that he just have done over the past couple of days have been, I don't know. It's giving so many things right now. But the descriptions and the allegations that have been made, and this would be now the third lawsuit against him in regards to something freaky. Um, if y'all go back and listen to it, it is crazy. It's given Diddy. That's what it's given. It is given Diddy. But let's tap right on into this new lawsuit. All right, so we have this that was filed in the Superior Court, and I believe it was filed. Was it yes? It was on the 11th. So what was that? Tuesday? Yeah, it was filed on Tuesday, and it shows Jane Doe. And the reason why they have a footnote just says that because of the nature of the allegations herein, plaintiff as a victim of sexual harassment is identified by the pseudonym Jane Doe in order to preserve her confidentiality and privacy pursuant to applicable law, including Roe versus Bakersfield City School District. So there's about 11 or 12 causes of action, or damages that she is suing for: discrimination, hostile work environment, harassment and violation, the retaliation, failure to prevent discrimination, harassment, or retaliation, breach of express oral contract to pay wages at a certain amount. I don't know when they will get enough, but stop agreeing to something without it being in writing. You gotta, even though they will consider it an oral contract, but still, they're going to have to start getting stuff in writing. Negligent hiring, supervision, and retention, wrongful termination of employment, whistleblower retaliation, violation of the labor code, intentional infliction of emotional distress, violation of the Ralph Code. Oh, I'm sorry, violation of the Ralph Act and the Tom Bain Civil Rights Act. She is demanding for a jury trial. As of right now, Kanye don't need no more lawsuits. He does not. I need to do an update on the previous lawsuits to see how they came out, because last time I updated, he fired his attorneys. So I don't know. I don't know. This dude's spiraling. All right, so introduction. Jane Doe brings this lawsuit against her former employer Yeezy and its owner Kanye West, as also known as Ye, for discrimination, harassment, and retaliation on account of her sex and Jewish religion, amongst other claims. In late 2023, plaintiff has hired as a marketing specialist for Yeezy and Ye. Within just 2 weeks of her hiring, Yi posted an apology to the Jewish community on his Instagram in Hebrew for his recent string of widely criticized anti Semitic remarks. Here's what he posted. I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for any unintended outbursts caused by my words or actions. It was not my intention to hurt or disrespect, and I deeply regret any pain I may have caused. I am committed to starting with myself and learning from this experience to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding in the future. Your forgiveness is important to me, and I am committed to making amends and promoting unity. That was 2 years ago. Here we are in 2025, and it's happening all over again. Sadly, this apology was short lived. Plaintiff quickly found success within her new role, landing Ye favorable business opportunities for his music, shoes, and technology. In return, unable to control his prejudice, Ye rewarded plaintiff with the same anti-Semitic vitriol he recently condemned to the public. But in private, his hate went deeper. Ye carried out a calculated campaign to threaten and psychologically torment Jewish people around him, specifically plaintiffs. I'm going to tell you this, you do not want to mess with a Jewish person, period. They are very wealthy. Not saying that no other, group of individuals aren't wealthy, but I used to work for a law firm that was owned by Jewish people. So these are the folks that you don't want to mess with. But at the end of the day, it is very racist, disrespectful. Just I don't know. That's why I'm like, it has to be something mentally going on, in a mixture of drug use. It got to be. On numerous occasions, Yi reminded Doe of his anti Semitism by comparing himself to Hitler, hailing Hitler, and directly threatening plaintiff on account of her Jewish heritage. Ye's prejudice did not end at the plaintiff's ethnic background, but extended to her gender with inappropriate comments about her private parts, calling her ugly and a bitch, and much more. Shortly after plaintiff complained to her supervisor about Ye's deplorable conduct, plaintiff was swiftly terminated. So I guess people are scared to go against him. Huh, interesting. It has been reported that in June of 2025, oh no, it has been reported that in June of 2025, Ye plans to release a new album titled Bully. Whether irony or self reflection guides the name, there can be little doubt that Yi treats those around him, especially Jewish people and women, much worse than just a bully. Yi is a self proclaimed Nazi. What? A person who has openly called himself Hitler, a boss who called his female employee a bitch and ugly. He is a bully with tens of millions of followers on social media, with children and adults who watch and listen to him. He is a bully who is still able to run nationwide commercials on major platforms, appear at respected award shows, and galvanize his fan base. He uses his social media platforms to bully anyone who disagrees with him, spew hate speech only to disingenuously apologize for it repeatedly when he wants to promote his music, concerts, or merchandise. This is wild. This is probably the wildest petition I've read about him. While some of the public has appeared to forgive Ye's behavior and then revealed the 2023 apology, the evidence herein shows a bully who will never really change. A bully who must be held accountable. I agree. This is an action by plaintiff Jane Doe, whose employment with defendant Yeezy LLC was wrongfully terminated. Plaintiff brings this action against defendants for economic, non economic, compensatory, and punitive damages to Civil Code Section 3294. She's looking for prejudgment interest and cost and reasonable attorney fees according to the government code section. This is, whoa. So you got all his stuff: Yeezy LLC, apparel, footwear, marketing, record label, Kanye, and then Doe defendants 1 through 100. Mm, so that could be anybody. Look at this: agents, servants, partners, employees, Anybody who relationships to the defendants, all the defendants compelled, coerced, aided, and abetted the discrimination, retaliation, and harassments alleged in this complaint. Nobody did anything. Nobody did absolutely nothing in order to right this wrong. Let's see what else that they did. As far as the employment goes, let's see. On information and belief, defendants commingled corporate funds and personal funds, used corporate funds for something other than corporate uses, failed to maintain adequate corporate records, confused the records of separate entities, shared overlapping of directors, officers, employees, and agents, used the same offices and business locations, failed to adequately capitalize a corporation, were used as mere shells, instrumentalities, or conduits for a single venture, failed to maintain arm's length relationships, and or use corporate entity to produce labor, services, or merchandise for another entity. All right, so let's see when she was hired. So Jane Doe, a Jewish female, was employed by defendants as a marketing specialist for Kanye West beginning on or around December 10th, 2023. At all times, her wrongful termination, plaintiff worked diligently and performed her job duties in an exemplary manner, even despite an increasingly sexist, anti-Semitic, and ethically repugnant environment. On ordinary days, Ye spewed hate speech against plaintiff's religion, berated his employees with foul profanities, and engaged in unethical and illegal practices such as, but not limited to, engaging in discriminatory conduct and retaliating against plaintiff for reporting such illicit activities. This is wild because in a last petition, he was getting sued for not paying people. It was an oral contract, I think, with uh, uh, teachers and staff at the Donda Academy. But then there was another lawsuit about him coming up with some type of app, and he had people from Africa. And man, whew, just go back and watch the other videos. I don't know. Plaintiff suggests Ye denounce anti Semitism in response to public backlash over his album cover art. In or around January 2024, Ye's new album, Vultures Volume 1, stirred up widespread controversy and denunciation for its cover art resembling a Nazi aesthetic. To quell the negative attention, plaintiff suggested to a coworker that Ye issue a statement condemning any ties with Nazism. Plaintiff's coworkers conveyed this message to Ye, and after I say Ye or Ye, who applied, "I am a Nazi." This not only deeply offended Doe, but the loud and proud anti-Semitism also made her feel endangered. And this is it. This is a screenshot of what he said. Now it doesn't have the phone number, so I mean, really, this is allegedly. Hmm. Ye exposes plaintiff to pornographic material. I had to blur out a part or redact. On or around January 10th, 2024, Ye texts a picture of a nude female to plaintiff in a group chat. The unwelcome exposure to such nudity made plaintiff feel uncomfortable and deeply unsettled. However, plaintiff did her best to ignore it and persevered through Ye's constant degradation of women. And look, Ye's marketing team, Ye's marketing team. Why? What? What does that see? Back to me video.com. This is wild, bro. Plaintiff success is rewarded with a promotion. On or around February 12, 2024, after Plaintiff's extensive success marketing Yee's Vultures album, Plaintiff was promoted to take on more marketing roles for Yee music and Yeezy clothing brand. Her annual salary was increased to $120,000. I've seen this in so many petitions with Kanye. I bet she didn't get paid. Ye radically terminates plaintiff only to quickly rehire her. So on or around, let me see. So she got promoted when? February 12th, 2024. Then March 20th, 2024. Plaintiff secured Ye a high profile creative business opportunity. Plaintiff presented it to Ye's manager, who stated that Ye demanded to have complete creative control of everything. Through his manager, Ye texts plaintiff, "Don't present me nothing ever in life that I don't have creative control over." The following day, Ye manager texts plaintiff, "Ye has instructed me to let you go. Thank you for your service." Following plaintiff's abrupt termination, her anxiety and stress levels increased significantly. A few days later, on or around April 6, 2024, Ye's chief of staff texted and called plaintiff stating she was rehired at an annual salary of $240,000. So he bumped it up. He doubled it. To reassure plaintiff, the chief of staff added that Ye frequently fires and rehires people, recommended that she get used to it. What? While plaintiff was initially hesitant, she needed a job to support herself and family obligations. With the understanding that things would improve and frankly worried by the prospect of crossing one of the most influential artists in the world who could easily attempt to ruin her reputation, plaintiff agreed to return. Doe is directed to work on Ye's new corn venture, Yeezy Corn, but she refuses. Oh my gosh. In or around late April 2024, plaintiff was ordered to assist Ye to disseminate information about Ye's new pornography venture, Yeezy Corn. Because Doe morally opposes I say pornography, and its den, den, denigrate, denigration, I'm sorry, of women, she refused. The new business was just one of countless ways Ye abuses women. And I've seen that in the other petitions. Ye begins to directly abuse plaintiff because of her religion. On the afternoon of June 4th, 2024, Ye belligerently texts plaintiff along with other persons of Jewish descent. What the is everyone getting paid? Shortly after, Ye texts, "Welcome to the first day of working for Hitler." It was no accident when Ye shortly thereafter removed the two Jewish individuals from the group chat, which included plaintiff. Indeed, Ye sought to follow through with the overt actions of his self comparison to Hitler. Oh my gosh. So I say you won't receive any invoice from me. Whoever responded, they probably they say you left the conversation. This is crazy. Feeling extremely disgusted, plaintiff did her best to ignore Ye's text. Shortly thereafter, Ye added plaintiff back into the chat only to verbally and publicly berate her, saying, "Cut the bullshit, Jane Doe, and uck out of here." Then he texts, "Uck both of you," referring to plaintiff and the other Jewish individuals. Ye then removed both of them from the group chat again. So you brought them back into it. It is mental issues and rugs. It has to be. Look at this. Four people in the group, cut the ill shit. Oh, I just said the bullish. You were too busy to respond to me. on a day like today, and then you brought up blank F out of here. You are all Hollywood and have no respect for clients. What? It's not fucking okay that y'all ignored me and then try to gaslight me when that was okay. I am trying not to do the inevitable. I am trying. You know what? F both of you. Play games with your toys, aka celebrity clients. He on something. Plaintiff complains about Ye's harassment to her supervisor. Sharing these screenshots with her supervisor, plaintiff reported Ye's erratic and harassingly anti Semitic conduct. Her manager replied, copy, failing to address or take any action to correct the verbal abuse, harassment, or blatant discrimination. Mm. Ye's abuse escalates. On the evening of June 4th, 2024, Ye continued to verbally abuse plaintiff from his wife's phone, calling plaintiffs a heartless sociopath. Later that day, Ye sent plaintiff a string of texts verbally attacking her, saying, shut the F up, BITCH, and compared her to an OnlyFans model. Oh, wait. You are Lauren. All of you are the same. Y'all know who Lauren is? Lauren Pesca. I cannot say her name. Go in the playlist and look up that lawsuit to see what he did to her. Disrespectful. Then, in a group chat consisting of Ye, his manager, and the plaintiff, Ye continued harassing and insulting plaintiff on the account of her religion and gender, amongst other despicable statements, channeling his inner Adolf. He's bigoted, vitriol included. Hail Hitler. You ugly as uck. You stupid a corny bitch. You piece of ish. F you bitch and even. Now sue me, you corny a b. Bro is spazzing. You ugly duck. You ugly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'ma just sit there. I'ma just sit that right there. And y'all read that. Mm. He said, come destroy me. Hell, Hitler. Mm. He said, your clothes are trash. Your hair is trash. Now sue me. All right. Mm. I'm blown away. I'm blown away, but then I'm not blown away because this right here is new. In the other petitions, you don't see that. You just see that, he ain't paying people or he doing some Diddy stuff, but not the Hitler stuff, bro. Ye's anti Semitic comments and verbal abuse towards plaintiff continues. Ye then begins to make comments about plaintiff on an account of her Jewish religion, saying, you, what's left after I said DEFCON? What? You're not in my league. And what you gonna do? Smear me. Try to get me locked up. F you, you corny. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. The remark DEFCON referred to Ye's previous 2022 tweet. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. In other words, invoking the Fuhrer, Ye directly threatened Doe. You talk about what? The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. I can't agree with you on this one, Kanye. Nope. Defendant's termination of plaintiff employment on or around June 5th, 2024, the very day after reporting Ye's harassment conduct to her manager, and just 4 hours after Ye's manager woke up in the morning and was made aware of text messages, Yeezy's then attorney terminated plaintiff with a termination letter in which management was CC'd. Let's see. It says, please be advised that Yeezy is terminating your engagement for services effective immediately. You can contact me directly if you have any questions. Best regards. Damages. There's so many damages. I know that girl, like, mentally, emotionally, I can only imagine. And then if she had obligations, family obligations, like, you just put her in the worst predicament ever. But these employers don't give a two rats ass. Economic damages. As a consequence of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has suffered and will continue to suffer, including lost past and future income and employment benefits, damage to her career and lost wages, overtime, unpaid expenses and penalties, as well as interest on unpaid wages at the legal rate from and after each payday on which those wages should have been paid in a sum to be proven at trial. Non-economic damages. As a consequence of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has suffered and will suffer psychologically and emotional distress, humiliation and mental and physical pain and anguish, and a sum to be proven at trial. Punitive damages. Defendant's conduct constitutes oppression, fraud, and or malice under the California Civil Code section 3294 and thus entitles plaintiff to an award of exemplary and or punitive damages. Malice. Defendant's conduct was committed with malice within the meaning of the California Civil Code section 3294. He acted with intent to cause injury to plaintiff and or acted with reckless disregard for plaintiff's injury, including by terminating plaintiff's employment and or taking other adverse job actions against plaintiff because of her age, disability, medical leave, race, national origin, ancestry, pregnancy, gender, sexual orientation, and or good faith complaints, and or defendant's conduct was despicable and committed in willful and conscious disregard of plaintiff's rights, health, and safety, including plaintiff's right to be free of discrimination, harassment, retaliation, abuse of the requirements of accommodation, and engaging in the interactive process in wrongful employment termination. All of the above, because he didn't care what came out of his mouth. And then for her to have to go to her supervisor and they did absolutely nothing. They are just as much responsible as well. Now, I don't care if you're scared of Kanye. Like, that's the reason why there are laws. That is the reason why we have these what we call it out here, the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission. Um you go above this man. If this man ain't treating his employees and you see that he's not treating them correct, you make a decision. You have to make an ethical decision on what to do because you're going to find yourself in this type of lawsuit. Oppression, in addition, and or alternatively, the defendant's conduct was committed with oppression with the meaning of the California Civil Code section. Let's see, including that defendant's actions against plaintiff because of her age, disability, medical leave, race, national origin, ancestry, pregnancy. So we know it's just mainly in regards to her age and her ancestry, national origin, and let's see. Plaintiff does have a right to work in a workplace that is free of discrimination, free of harassment, free of retaliation, free of abuse. And then you're gonna term what were your reasoning for terminating her? Because she didn't agree to work with you on some things? Because, like, now other than that, what? Lord, they getting him on fraud. They said that his conduct was fraudulent, including that defendants assert false pretextual grounds for terminating plaintiff's employment and or other adverse job actions, thereby to cause plaintiff hardship and deprive her of legal rights. Attorney fees. Plaintiff has incurred and continue to incur legal expenses and attorney fees. Exhaustion of administration remedies. Prior to filing this action, plaintiff exhausted her administrative remedies by filing a timely administrative complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, formerly known as the Department of Fair Employment and Department of Fair Employment and Housing, and receiving a right to sue letter. I would not be surprised if there are many more that are going to come through and be filed against Kanye West. They're doing the right thing, and I'm glad that they're standing up. And maybe they was just waiting for him to come back from Japan so they could definitely sue him and get him served. Now, please, 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 please don't come on my channel and talk about this is just another black man that is getting no, 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 no. Do you want to go to your workplace and be talked to like she was? Do you honestly? Because I know some people that be ready to fight. Talk to me like this. You're going to get cussed out. You are going to get cussed. You're not going to belittle me. You're not going to cuss me out. You're not going to make me do things that I want to do. Like she's a good one because I would have said F this job and go find me somewhere else to work. No amount of money will make me stay anywhere. None. I don't care if you triple my salary. If you're treating me bad, if I feel uncomfortable, I'm not working for you. I'm going straight down to the EEOC and I'm snitching on you in hopes that they close you down. So, we pretty much know so discrimination based off of her religion, national origin, and gender. Um, Hostile work environment, harassment on the basis of her religion, national origin, and gender. Um, Retaliation. Oh yeah, because she went to her supervisor not once, not and no telling how many times she actually went to them to be honest, but because she reported you, y'all terminated her. That's retaliation. What like y'all can't say that her work wasn't good. Y'all can't say any of that. So what was your reasoning other than because she snitched on Ye that you fired her for? That's retaliation. And they wouldn't have given her a right to sue letter if they didn't see this. I'm so glad. HR, y'all failed to prevent this. So whoever is over those entities, they failed as well. Y'all failed to prevent her being discriminated against. Y'all failed her from, preventing her from getting harassed. And y'all definitely failed to protect her from getting, terminated because she told. That is wild that you guys, and when I say you guys, I'm talking about the Kanyes, the Diddies, and whoever else out there that want to hold people jobs in the palm of their hands, their life in the palm of their hands. And if you don't do what I say, I could just snap my fingers and it all comes crumbling down and you won't be anything. You won't have anything. That is wow. Where are the people, the good people that run these companies and are for the employees and are not scared to stand up to these owners, to people like Diddy, to people like Kanye? Breach of oral contract to pay wages at a certain amount. And I've told y'all time again, I don't care. I don't care what type of job. Have it on paper. Have it on paper. Negligent hiring, supervising, and retention. Yep. Because everybody who is a supervisor up there need to be fired. Because who hired y'all? Y'all have no training. Y'all have nothing. Okay, wrongful termination, whistleblower retaliation, once again for her snitching. I love it when they get not only the state codes, but when you start messing with the federal law too. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's about 11. Let me see what this one is. So, infliction of intentional emotional distress. All right, so the Ralph Act provides that persons have the right to be free from violence or threat of violence committed against their person or property due to, among other things, their religion, national origin, gender, and or sex. Beginning in or around January 2024, defendant Ye began making open anti-Semitic and sexist intimidations and threats toward, about, and or around plaintiff Doe, including but not limited to the sayings such as "I am a Nazi," "Welcome to the first day of working for Hitler," "Shut the up, itch," "You ugly as "You a four after all the," oh Lord, oh my gosh, hell, all of that, all of that. She has a right to not have to go through all that, listen to all of this BS. So, in response to her complaining to the harassment, she was retaliated and terminated. Boy, plaintiff also requests a civil penalty of $35,000 as permitted by this particular statute. Punitive damages, attorney's fees. Let's see. Now, under the, let's see what act, the Tom Bain Civil Right Act, this provides a private right of action against a person or persons, whether or not acting under color of law, interferes by threat, intimidation, or coercion, or attempts to interfere by threat, intimidation, or coercion with the exercise or enjoyment by any individual or individuals of rights secured by the Constitution, of laws or laws of the United States, or of the rights secured by the Constitution or laws of this state, a private right of action against anyone. Plaintiff is informed and believe and thereon alleges that the aforementioned conduct of defendants in each of them denied, aided, and incited in a denial of discrimination, or made a distinction that denied plaintiff full and equal advantages, privileges, and services to plaintiff, that her religion, national origin, gender, and or sex was a substantial motivating reason informing this conduct, and that the defendant's actions there constituted a violation of the Tom Bain Civil Rights Act. A denial of rights based on religion, national origin, gender, and or sex commenced from, on, or around December 10th, 2023. So from the time she started, from the time she was terminated, she was denied rights, meaning that they did everything that they did to her because of her religion, because she was a female, so on and so forth. So when you do these things, you deny a person a right to be treated fairly. You deny a person to be free from harassment, from being discriminated against. So her rights were denied. Kanye, I hope you get everything. Boy, 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 boy. She has suffered lost earnings, future employment benefits, including insurance and pension, mental anguish and severe emotional distress, bills for medical and psychological treatment, humiliation, embarrassment, mental anguish, and physical harm, all in an amount to be proven at trial, but exceeding the minimum jurisdictional limits of this court. As a penalty against defendants for damaging plaintiff, plaintiff also requests treble damages as permitted by that particular statute. She's asking for general and special damages, exemplary damages, prejudgment, post-judgment interest on all the damages, reasonable attorney fees, cost of suit, declaratory relief, and whatever other relief that the court deems just and proper. Now it says that she's asking for an amount that exceeds $35,000. So that's not saying that she's asking just for $35,000. It just means that this particular court hears cases, the minimum amount that they hear cases at is 35,000. So she can be asking for $1 million. We just don't know. But whatever she can prove, so if she's asking for general and special damages, she has to prove that, she has gone to a therapist in regards to her emotional and mental, anguish. Okay. She has to also show proof that she's lost wages. She has to show proof that she was affected by this, like her finances went down the drain, the toilet. So she has to, once again, she has the burden of proof. So she does have to prove up her damages. The hardest thing at this point is only because she had an oral contract. So you said that, you started out making, well, you got a raise to 120,000, and then he fired you, and then he rehired you, and he doubled that pretty much. But was it on paper? Was it through a text message? Anything that you can have to kind of support that, that's what you need to turn in. But I highly doubt that. Now, the judge he may say, "Hey, you don't have any tangible evidence showing that you were supposed to make this, but because you have gone through this and you were wrongfully terminated, I'm going to grant you a little something something." Okay? So I don't think she's just going to leave with not nothing. She's going to leave with something, but it's not going to be enough to, for her to buy a mansion or, buy a private island and live there for the rest of her life. I don't think so. But this is another thing. Once again, I just feel like Kanye is losing his mind. Rugs play a big part of it. He's never been right since the college dropout. But this is the fourth complaint that I have seen some weird stuff that he has done. Now, this by far is the craziest because you're out here talking about you are a Nazi in hell, Hitler. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed and I'm out. Bye.